I was watching season 3, episode 2 of Invincible, and one thing didn't make sense. See, we finally get to see the backstory of Cecil, including how he got the scar. The story, 10 out of 10. Certainly way better than an explanation we got after waiting for 5 whole years.
Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. That was a close call, huh, Goosey? Huh? Those bad guys still in there somewhere. Oh, mother!
We get to see Cecil's life saved by the very people that burnt his skin and almost killed him. Yet, after saving him, he shoots them out of pure principle and goes to jail for it. In prison, he manages to get the prisoners under control.
Boss, you got a visitor.
And to an extent, learns how to see the value in even bad people for the greater good. Now, this is where the disconnect happens. In season 1, despite his suspicions, Cecil never even once confronted Omni-Man directly, but rather went around the bushes, investigating because he knew the kind of threat Omni-Man posed to Earth, and did not want to antagonize him until he was sure he was the villain.
You only see good and evil, black and white. Well, I need to keep things gray until I can figure out why Nolan killed the Guardians and how to stop them.
With Invincible, based off of the backstory, in season 1 and 2, he should definitely see the value in being allies with him, as shown with why he befriended Omni-Man at the end of the episode. So why does he calmly lead Invincible to another room, only to attack him with the same monsters Invincible is angry about? Now, take note here. Invincible is mad, but rather than punching Cecil, he is simply arguing with him one-on-one, trying to find a reason why. There was very minimal reason for Cecil to think his life was in any danger. In fact, he is the one that turns on Invincible by threatening him with the very creatures Invincible is angry about. Now, Cecil not only attacks Invincible, but reveals he had a secret weapon in his hair, a betrayal of trust. Invincible is still on his side before this, albeit a disagreement, and he escalates it by showing what he did. At this point, to be honest, I understand why Cecil put the chip in his ear, but not why he chose to activate it over this incident.
You put a weapon inside me?
With what you can do, and after what your dad put us through, you're goddamn right I did.
I think they genuinely wanted the two to be at odds this season, but this was the wrong way to do it. In fact, during the scene, Cecil seems to be on a power trip, constantly telling Invincible that he can harm him and he should stand down.
Mark, go home.
He is telling a young Viltrumite, whose strength and agility is constantly increasing, to remember that he was beaten by him. Why?
We are so far past reasonable.
The fight scene, while intense, both emotionally and physically, was a letdown because of the reasoning behind the fight. However, I'm still invested in the story overall.
We can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
Also, just to add, the mere fact that throughout the series, I knew something happened to Cecil's cheek to damage his skin, only to realize his entire skin was actually burnt off and the scar is actually his most natural skin, was a good twist that actually served its purpose.
It's a reminder that I messed up, and to never let it happen again.